This game is rated M for mature. Well, obviously.
Obviously, it it's Resident Evil, man.
Not just any Resident Evil game. Resident Evil Revelations for the PS3.
AKA Resident Evil 4.5.
Well, actually, Biohazard Revelations Unveiled Edition. Boom! I like that effect with the eyeball.
it reminds me of G.
Yeah, oh yeah, I was playing through the campaign a little bit before I started this recording of the run. Anyway, in case you don't know, it's me, Adam, and my good old friend Mobius.
And unlike the last one, well, actually, RE5 was the last one, which we were fairly complimentary towards.
This one, both of us actually have experience with this.
And we're both happy with it.
Yes, this is a game which it was a step in the right direction, I will say.
It does have its faults, but it's not as glaring as both 5 and 6.
6:08 p.m. Mediterranean Sea. This game takes place in 2005, back when the BSAA was still a young organization. And of course, who is our protagonist? It's none other than our good old friend Jill Valentine.
Who is a brunette still.
Well, yeah. And there's her new partner, Parker Luciani, voiced by Kirk Thornton. And of course, Jill got a new VA in this game, Michelle Ruff.
Who I believe did her voice before, actually.
In Operation Raccoon City, yes.
Incredible.
And oddly, Michelle actually plays her very deadpan-ish, which I guess kind of fits.
Then again, she's so used to this at this point. And anyway, the Queen Zenobia.
So in a way, I actually don't mind Michelle doing this role. I don't.
I don't mind it either. In fact, I'd say this is definitely one of the better voices that Jill has had.
Yeah, not to say that her previous voice actor was bad or anything.
No, they were both good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, this is back when the BSAA was just recently formed. At this point, they're still just an NGO. But by the end of the game, they actually become much more official.
It's been 94 minutes since
And just to let you all know, Revelations is not only on PS3 and 360, it originally came out for the 3DS. And I would say if you do get a 3DS, get a small version with the Circle Pad Pro. It'll cost an extra $20, but it will be a lot easier to play with.
You know, now that I think about it, the cutscenes in this version are a lot more detailed than they were on the 3DS. Then again, the MT Framework engine it's not the mobile version.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the 3DS, considering its hardware, this game does still look pretty damn impressive on it, nonetheless. I mean, with a console, yeah, you got like twice the power that you would on a 3DS, so...
It smells like rotting flesh.
That guy had a bad party.
But yeah, welcome. Yeah, the Queen Zenobia is pretty much a ghost ship. No, sorry, no ghosts included.
I feel like something's here.
I would say so.
Hey.
Whoa.
What happened?
I don't think we're alone.
Dude, are you blind?
What's that?
That doesn't look like just water.
I could say something, but
I'd rather
I'm gonna
you
be nice today.
Yeah, I'd rather you did it. And look at that! You can strafe!
You could strafe, you can move and shoot. It's an innovation that, oddly,
Six did too.
yeah, but Revelations was... Well, actually, Mercenaries 3D was the first to do it.
Then again, Mercenaries 3D was a tech demo, particularly for the MT Framework mobile engine.
That was used for this game, of course.
There's blood coming from the ducts.
Whoa! Ugh. Never seen a mutation like this.
How's it hanging?
Not good. And
No
nope.
power, which means no elevator for us.
Well,
Well,
I
that
guess
sucks.
we'll just have to investigate the area then.
Anything over here? Nope. But, there are two ways to play this game, actually. You can play it with like shooter style controls or with classic style controls.
It's not working.
I'm playing with the classic style.
Yeah, I generally play it with whatever the Circle Pad Pro does. There's like 4 controller customizations for the 3DS, but there's just one defaultly for the Circle Pad Pro. I've gotten kind of used to it, but I'm still... I'm going to point this out to Lord Capcom here. Why did you guys put the herb button on the A button that I'm going to accidentally mash? By
Yeah.
accident?
Not sure. They did the same with the circle button. But in any case, I'd say the controls for this game are much
Sort
more
it out.
useful on the PS3 controller.
Yeah.
And I kind of made a mistake in this area that I shouldn't have, which was grabbing that one herb. Because later on, when you get to episode 2, your current herbs do not carry over.
Which,
Or your,
oddly...
or your ammo.
I don't think that really happened with the 3DS version, but
Ugh,
then again,
the face is smashed
that's
in
just my
completely.
crazy perception. I know I had to use an herb during that section, and I didn't have anything, so...
Oh yeah, and during this I also got some DLC from the game too, including 3
Parker,
unique
Give
weapons.
me a hand here.
Sure, no problem.
Anyway,
Okay.
in this cutscene we're introduced to this game's newest gimmick.
Which is... scanning!
So, which is actually much more useful than it is in, it's actually much more user-friendly than it is in, say,
I got
Metroid
something.
Prime.
With the exception of probably Trilogy.
Now what?
Maybe so.
Give me a sec.
So yeah, that was the Genesis Bioscanner. We're gonna need that thing a lot.
Yeah.
That's the, and look, Parker has a fire axe instead of a combat knife. Ugh. Now isn't this a reference?
So, it's
Joseph!
Ironic, it was Joe who called out Joseph's name, and now here she is pulling out the hand with the gun.
Just like before, and this game does kind of like its fan service camera angles.
Of course it does. Uh-oh. Ew. This is our basic enemy of the game. It's known as an ooze. They don't feed on your flesh. They drain your body fluids.
Of blood and
Wait,
all
what the-
kinds of... What?
Oh yeah, it went behind me.
That was actually an odd glitch that would happen.
It happens.
3DS.
It happens when they disappear when you're extremely close on the ground. And I should note something. If this is your first time playing the game, you're not ranked on clear time.
This explains our missing crew.
Huh.
On subsequent
not
playthroughs,
fair.
though, you are.
Where are you, Chris?
And note, this is going to be a full, normal difficulty S-rank playthrough.
Yeah, Adam's going all out like usual.
And with... it's all, not to mention it being pretty much a first-time run.
Episode 1, Into the Depths.
Interestingly enough, in the 3DS version, you get quotes from Dante's The Divine Comedy.
Which is something of a symbolic thing in this game as well.
Not to mention, it's constantly quoted.
Yeah.
But yeah, not only will I get S ranks for pretty much all the episodes, I also get all 30 handprints.
Cool.
So, forgive me if it takes me a while to wander around, because trying to get used to the game and all that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna blame you there.
And now, surprise broadcast out of nowhere!
NTS.
Special report.
This sunny and idyllic Mediterranean coast.
What's happening? What happened to your face?
Greatest structures. It took a full 11
I should
years
note
to
that
finish
the
constructing
dubbing in
world's
this
first
game was actually
Aquapolis,
done in the
the floating
Japanese
city of Terra
first, which
Grigia.
is kind of
A
a
sustainable
very
metropolis
odd rarity for the
operating on a
series,
massive
which
solar
is
energy
usually done
matrix
in
and equipped with the
English
latest green
first.
technologies.
Yeah, this is actually the first
Never
game to have
before
multiple
has solar
languages.
energy been used to supply power to
And
an
so,
entire city.
if the dubbing is a little
But
off,
in 2004,
Yeah, this
Veltro,
game's
a terrorist
backstory
group opposing the
involves
city's development,
this terrorist group known as
launched a
Veltro, who launched a
bioterrorist
bioterrorist attack on a floating
They
city.
not only released a virus, but also
And, oh, hunters!
hey, I haven't seen you guys since Veronica!
This
What?
Hi, buddy! Look at the murder, they're so beautiful!
Yep.
The FBC,
Why did they come back?
the world's leading counter-bioterror organization operating under the auspices of the U.S.
So, yeah.
was called in to direct efforts
Basically,
to contain the attack.
The US and Europe actually created this
The
floating
BSAA,
city called Terra
a
Grigia,
counter-bioterror NGO,
but of
which
course
operates
Veltro was against the development of
interests
it,
any
so he
one
launched that
country,
attack.
went in as observers
So,
to assist
as
the
you can see
FBC.
here, the
Realizing the
FBC
need
was
for
trying
immediate
to
and
contain the
decisive
attack,
action,
but they were failing.
local headquarters
So they
issued
decided to
orders
fry the
to
city.
city's solar energy matrix
Does anyone
on
notice
itself.
that O'Brien
Media
looks like
outlets
Dan
around the
Aykroyd?
world began to
I
report
noticed.
the incident as the Terra Grigia attack.
Somewhat strange.
And no, folks, we
Following
will
the
be playing
incident,
through flashback
the
sequences of the
FBC
Terra
announced
Grigia
it had
panic.
successfully disbanded
Twice.
the terrorist group
And the
called
first time
Veltro.
around will be quite the lovely invitation
now
to the game's
2005,
difficulty. This
and a
game
sense
is
of
actually
calm and security is
pretty
finally
tough,
returning to
but
the people.
fairly balanced too.
Unless you're playing Hell or Inferno
As you
mode.
can see,
Ugh.
the lost city of Terra Grigia remains inaccessible. A silent
Yeah.
and potent symbol of the threat that bioterror poses for people around the world.
It was due to this incident that the worldwide community knew about bioterrorism and the threat it posed upon the people.
Which is kind of funny how that comes back in 6, and that was...
Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Clive R. O'Brien, voiced by none other than Paul Eiding.
O'Brien, you don't normally
Yes, it's the
find
Colonel.
Well, my doctor told me I need exercise.
I
assume
need
you both know
scissors.
that the FBC
61.
has off the entire area.
50 p.m.
However,
Mediterranean Sea
in the past
coast.
few weeks, a number of mysterious carcasses have washed up.
I guess the
This is a
FBC
tutorial,
couldn't
pretty
cover up
much.
a mess this big, huh?
Anyone who knows what happened here is going to put 2 and 2 together.
And that's why I've sent the BSAA into
And of course, for those of you who still don't know,
pick up your
Jill
new
is actually one of the
equipment
original
from
11 members of the BSAA, alongside her old partner Chris.
Is that its name?
You didn't bother to read the manual, did you?
No. I brought it with me, just in case.
I hope you read quickly, because you're gonna need it on your mission.
No kidding.
He's not lying
I'm on
there
it.
because... you look like such a tool!
Oh boy. Genesis Manual, version 109.
I can't wait for the Saturn.
And this is actually how you can also occasionally get healing items too. Basically, the Genesis, it has a scan rate, depending on what you scan. If you get the scan rate to 100%, you'll get a green herb. And in this game, green herbs are the only healing items, but then again, green herbs will be able to heal you all the way up to full.
Genesis requires a decent sample size to get
That
an
also
accurate
reminds me,
reading.
health is
Scan the
depicted
carcasses
differently.
on the beach and send me your
It
data.
depicted by blood that appears on the screen.
I'll, Call of Duty, but it actually works well for this.
Oh,
I'm getting something
Metal detected.
from inside it.
and if you can actually scan O'Brien, he'll be like, "What does it really say? Taiwan sexy mofo,
I've
right?"
done this before.
I never imagined the Colonel saying something like that.
At least
Anyway.
O'Brien has a sense of humor.
Ugh.
Jill, you
I've
really
got
like
something.
reaching into giant piles of flesh, don't you?
Well, she has. She did say she's done this before. I wonder what she meant by that. Ooh.
What is this?
Either that or she was taking
an
lessons from
engineered
the
mutation,
heroes and
this could
heroines
prove
of
a link.
Silent Hill.
I'll run some
Could be.
tests on this. Continue with the investigation.
Yes, not Dan Aykroyd.
Well, could be worse. We could be getting bossed around by Robin Williams. Getting ranked for it.
That actually happened?
Yeah, in a certain game called Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah, Sid.
Oh, right! You're right, he did look like Robin Williams, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Anyway, your goal in this area is to get 100% scan rate.
Basically, scan all the piles of flesh and see if there's any extra things here and there, and just be careful.
Yep.
Because two of these things are alive.
Whoa! Globsters. They're kind of non-threatening now, but in the final episode,
They're kind of cheap.
yeah, they're in their natural habitat in episode 12. Yeah,
Which, if you can guess based on the virus, his abilities, they mostly like aquatic.
I suppose. So why'd you quit the FBC for this outfit?
I wanted to be more involved. I wanted to fight.
makes sense.
You two are okay. Continue with the investigation.
Yeah, you were a lot of help. You just kind of stood there and vaguely looked into the distance at
Yeah,
us. And
but yeah, I like how you said at the Raccoon City it's supposed to be a cakewalk. Actually, this takes the cake slightly.
yeah, this is a bit more hairy.
Yeah.
Oh,
That smell must have ruptured from gas.
Christ, what a mess.
Oh. 11 more points. Oh yes. You can only hold 3 weapons at a time, and you can only hold a certain amount of ammo at a time, unless you get ammo cases. Ooh, there's our first handprint. I already got the trophy off screen. FBC, looks like someone already raided the place.
I can't tell if it's a C, but it sounds like that there's like a cow in the distance.
Yeah, not only can you use 3 different weapons at once, you can also use grenades as a sub-weapon. And you can also use your combat knife as a separate button. We still need 1 more point. Sometimes you get lucky enough that you don't need to scan every little thing.
Also, you can scan things that are killed, but you'll get a lower scan rate out of it.
And now we have a green herb.
However, also other things are changed when you, based on what you scan. If you're scanning
I've collected
bosses,
enough
you can
samples.
actually scan them multiple times for decent percentages, so you can get herbs.
However, if you scan the same enemies multiple times, your scan rate goes down.
Yeah, so try to, pick and choose between them.
Or try to scan everything you can. Oh, another one.
All these things stay dead.
Don't worry, just waste those grenades. Because
Yeah.
you won't be taking any of this stuff with you.
You can't
Oh.
take it with you. Oh,
Ow!
yeah, these things can be rather hurting, but mostly you just want to aim at the mouth area and they'll die quick.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of a shark.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
All in a day's work.
Occasionally, your partner will help you out.
All right, enough chit chat.
However, your partner is not as helpful as, say, Sheva or any of the other partners in 6. They just kind of, they're in the background more or
No
less.
doubt about
Yeah.
it. These corpses
They'll
show signs
give
of
out a
viral
few
infection.
hits, but other than
There
that,
is no coincidence.
they're
The FBC's blockade.
they're
Yeah.
kind of there for the ride.
Well, we did all we can. Now.
So for the
wait
most
the
part, you're
results to come
generally
back from
alone.
HQ.
Oh,
Huh? It's the emergency line.
and of course, I should also mention
It's me.
one of my favorite parts of this game, this version actually, you could save multiple times.
Yeah, which in the
I'll take it
3DS version, you only have 2 save
We'll have to
slots that
speed
you can
things
work
up.
with.
Yep.
But then again, I think
Starting
that's due
now.
to size. That's something that Dream Drop
Good.
Distance
Get
had
to
the
it.
same deal. You can only use 2 save slots.
That sounded rather
Bill,
important.
Parker. You two are still on the case.
What happened?
We lost contact with Chris and Jessica.
Oh, crap.
When? How?
Chris is always getting
That's-
lost.
I've sent their last known coordinates to your terminals.
But it is fitting that in this game, it's Jill who is the main protagonist.
Signal was lost over the ocean.
Yeah, for the most
Thought they were
part,
in
No, she is
emergency
technically is the main
situation.
protagonist. Everyone else is a
But
supporting
judging by their
character.
position,
including
must be-
Chris, oddly.
On a ship.
But this game is one of the
I'll
few
go back
that...
to HQ.
Actually, it
Charge
is.
of the
It's
search
the
and
first game to actually have
You
both
two will
Chris
be my eyes
and Jill as playable characters in the same story.
With
Well, in Resident Evil 1, you could play as Chris or Jill, but not both.
True. True, you got me there.
Ominous storm clouds.
A storm is approaching.
Anyway.
That's right.
Yep, and of course, you get BP to use in this game's raid mode. The amount of BP you get depends on your rank. Yeah, saving often is recommended. No shit, Sherlock.
This is a Resident Evil game. You kind of have no choice in that matter.
Yeah.
And you have quite a few save slots, so you can
I have
actually have
12.
some room for error in this version of the game.
I have 12.
Where in the 3DS you only have 2.
But at least in this game, you can actually choose to save. You actually choose to save in between chapters.
Well, you could save basically in between episode sections.
6:20 p.m. Queen Zenobia.
Think these things got to Chris and Jessica?
I hope not.
I don't think so.
Hey, no one's saying Chris is dead.
All
I
right.
can definitely tell
Then
that this
let's find him
cutscene is much
already.
different quality than it is on the 3DS. Much brighter.
Yeah, clearly. As I said, with a console you got more hardware power.
that the lock?
I'll check it out.
So,
Okay. I'll
and
see what I can find.
then
here.
again, that also depends on
Copy
the
that.
settings that you
I'll
have the
radio you if
3DS
I
on,
pick up
too.
Chris's trail.
And now we can officially use the Genesis now.
This thing has a
And
lot
the
of
Genesis can
similarities to
also
the corpses
find
on the
hidden
beach.
items all over the place, so any area that you go into, don't be afraid to take it out and
However,
look around.
the items you get actually depends on what weapons you find throughout the game.
Really?
Yeah, apparently so. And then I mentioned when you're playing different episodes, no two scannable items are the same. At times you might get ammo. At other times you might even get herbs.
Huh.
Yeah, and here's where I begin wandering to find handprints. Eh. Okay. Oh. Well, there's plenty of items to scan, but then again, I'm full on ammo.
I think if I recall, I got the first 15 handprints up, and I'm at episode 7 currently on the 3DS version.
Oh, well, I got 15 handprints by the end of episode 3, I want to say?
Oh, you suck.
Well, then again, I was using a guide to find the handprints.
Well, I've just been using my own intuition, my good luck.
Well, trust me, I'll tell you this much. Handprints are in the same locations as they are in the 3DS.
I wouldn't expect them to change that. So.
And look at that, the map.
The map's a little easier to use in this version, but then again, you got more buttons and you're using a PS3 controller. Come on.
Of course. And not to mention, unlike the 3DS version, you don't have to equip the Genesis in order to use it. All you have to do is hold R2.
Oh,
But yeah, I was thinking, eventually I finally find out where the third handprint is. But first... Whoa!
Chris?
Chris!
Must be unconscious.
Come on, say something!
God damn it, these steel doors.
I found Chris,
Wish
but
I
he's
had a
trapped in
key.
there.
Or a lockpick. But
No, it's a tough lock. I need the key.
Though, The other thing that's on the side of the 3DS version is the fact that the 3D in the game is actually very well done. Actually,
It is, and yet I don't even use the 3D mode. Oh yeah, there's also there's actually an herb beneath me. But
I generally give it a look of sorts.
I guess
that's it. I don't really stay on 3D mode that much, otherwise my eyes get strained in 5 minutes.
But yeah, don't do what I do and grab the herbs early, unless you can spare like 1 or 2.
Now you can only pick up 5 herbs, I believe, in the 3DS.
And in this one too.
Okay. And the herbs in this game are all mapped to a single button, and they fully restore you regardless of any condition. So.
Let's see. Nope. Full on ammo. Yeah, it's later that I realize. Wait, I need to find the handprint. So I double back all the way back. But then again, I was confused as to where to go. Oh, great, here it is. Hello there.
I was just getting a shower.
And notes, for most episode, ouch.
Ah.
I thought it was stunned, so I could go for a melee attack.
Well, apparently not.
But yeah, for melee attacks, if you charge them up, you'll do huge damage. But it's very hard to stun these oozes, apparently. But
And you got just before you lost the bonus.
No, you can still scan their carcasses to get scan points.
But I think they're reduced compared to them being alive.
Yeah, they are somewhat. I think this is where I realized, yeah, I need to double back. Because I'm not sure if that handprint will show up in subsequent chapters. And I should not have picked up that herb. In hindsight, I should have saved it for another episode.
Well, you didn't know all the information that you should have, but you know what? I think considering the goal that you're striving for 100% in this game...
Well, 100% meaning 30 handprints.
Yeah, 100% there. And getting an S rank.
Yeah, which thank God is much easier on a first-time run. But basically, the requirements for S ranking chapters is individual ones. It's usually 85% accuracy minimum and 0 deaths. That's what I know for sub chapters. As for full episodes altogether, it's an average.
And the game is rather generous with its rankings. I mean, I've been able to get some S ranks on certain chapters, and mostly A's though, despite me having a sometimes shit accuracy and some death.
Tell me about it. I suck with accuracy at times, especially if it's with a machine gun.
I actually do fine with machine gun, oddly. Then again,
Well, for me, it's usually the P90 in the Terra Grigia chapters.
oh yeah, which we'll get to in chapter 3.
And 11.
Yeah. And trust me, it's gonna be a new whole wave of fun.
You'll see when we get there.
Oh yeah, you're going for the handprint that's
Yeah.
at the bell, I think. Or near it.
No, not. It wasn't. There was none at the bell. Yeah, it was right behind me.
I know that there was one there.
Scannable item. It's it's handgun ammo.
Eh.
But yeah, I think this was about my second time going through this episode. And of course, this part of the episode is the same as it is in the demo.
So it's worth a shot to take a look at.
Yep.
Take a look around after you get the Genesis usable, once the game allows it anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Look. Wait. Look. Go back. Look down. My my intuition was screaming at me, and yeah, I didn't take it. I didn't do it at first. But that's why, like, wait a minute, south wall. There it is.
Jesus.
And notes. You gotta be at a certain range to scan handprints.
You have to be, like, really up close and personal to do so.
Either up close and personal or at least short range. If you're at like medium range and stuff, it'll say too far to scan.
And that generally really sucks.
It does. Yeah, I believe, pretty much after episode 3, I believe I just ditched my handgun altogether. Or at least after episode 4, I ditched my handgun.
Really?
Well, can you blame me? My M92F isn't that strong.
No, not really, and you can also get weapons based on certain, I would say, achievements or trophies in the 3DS version.
And in this one, too.
Okay. So it's not that different on that level, okay.
If I was graded on clear time, I'd probably get a B.
Yeah.
Or, then again, if it was SSB, then most likely an A rank.
That would be logical in that grading scale, yeah.
But, oh yeah, I should note, I believe the entirety of the Zenobia is playable as its own level in raid mode when you unlock the bonus stage. Fittingly titled, the Ghost Ship. We gotta go through the entire ship to find the one true exit.
If considering how big the Zenobia is,
Yeah,
fucking huge.
I know, but I think you in this version you will get a trophy for beating it. Right now, I'm just trying to get all of the chasm difficulty stages S ranked.
An anchor mark, huh? This brings back memory.
Yes, themed keys.
Also, there's also something to note. If you notice that the place has a similarity to some older places in the series, you wouldn't be that far off. What's going on? And Am just runs off and gets ammo.
Well, the thing is, we were too late anyway.
Yeah. No way to save her.
No.
She is permanently dead.
Oh,
They look so dopey sometimes, but they are actually genuinely threatening.
especially if they do their backhand. Their backhand is the most damaging. And let's not get started on the other breeds of oozes.
Yeah, the oozes are fairly versatile, despite how clumsy they may seem to be.
Yeah.
compared to some other
I found a
basic zombie
survivor.
enemies in the series.
BOW's got her, though.
Who was she?
I'm still trying to piece that together.
Anyway, scan these guys. 16 points. Oh, Juggernaut found. Oh yeah, there's also another handprint in here.
Yeah, it's actually one of the easiest ones to get.
Parker, I couldn't find anything out
Well,
of the woman,
she's totally
but I
dead.
did find a key.
Yes, wearing a spy cat suit with skin-tight cleavage is always the way to go.
Yep.
With no armor or anything.
And well, I'll mention who she is later.
When she becomes relevant to the plot.
As it were.
Which won't be for...
Until episode 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good thing I didn't take the item, because I think it might occasionally become a green herb.
And oozes have a tendency of spawning in certain spots that actually kind of relatively makes sense for them.
Oh yeah, and of course, like zombies, they're weak to headshots.
Of course.
So if you have a rifle, snipe them.
Though with the exception of certain oozes that have their own little gimmick.
Ooh, a hand grenade.
And some more ammo. Can't really say no to that.
Alright. Target not found. More ammo is good. Hand grenade is also good.
And did he just crawl past the...
Yeah. Well, then again, they come out of anything that has to do with water and stuff. And that was me using herb to heal myself.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he came out of the dryer.
that's just weird.
I think he just wanted to go for a spin. Yeah, because those are washers.
Yeah.
I guess he needed to dry himself off.
Although then again, when he becomes shriveled.
Yeah. In fact, he'd probably go into an enraged status and try to kill us quicker.
And say, oh!
Oh, hi.
Oh, ah! Yeah, unlike the 3DS version, you have to wiggle the left stick in order to avoid getting severe damage.
Which is a thing.
Yeah, because in the 3DS version, you had to rapidly mash the Y button, but I think you do it because of that. You do end up taking more damage in the 3DS version.
Yeah, which is its own thing. So scan it.
26%.
You must scan everything. Damn it.
Well, of course. And there's another ooze right up ahead. Yeah, they take extra damage from the head when shot in the head.
But their erratic body movements make things a little complicated.
I thought it was stunned.
That's also generally a slight issue that I find with this game, is that you can't easily tell when the monsters are stunned, with the exception of a few.
Yeah.
But we'll get to those guys when they become, as I said, relevant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they usually show you when there's an icon on screen. Yeah, I apologize for my sloppy playstyle in this episode.
Jude,
Come on.
Oh yeah, you were very helpful. Thanks.
Get used to it.
Chris!
Yeah.
Chris?
Oh, it's a fake!
Leave the room now,
What is this?
please.
Oh.
Guys?
oh, great.
Too late.
It's a trap.
No shit, really. The Admiral Akbar is face palming.
Yes, he is. Ooh.
He's rather official. Or is it?
It's time you learned the truth, Miss Valentine.
And that is the end of episode 1.
And there's 12 episodes in all.
We got another 3,000 BP. Yeah, some are longer than others.
Yeah, so...
Oh, episode results. S.
Though, in this game, on your first try, take your time.
Yeah, because like I said, you're not ranked by time on the first time run. But yeah, you bet your biscuits I'm gonna save. I'm not gonna rely on the autosave.
I only rely on that for, in-section episode checkpoints, that's it.
Same here, actually. I had to rely on that once. Yeah. You'll find on episode 3. See you guys in episode 2 of Resident Evil Revelations, where we pretty much discovered that we might be in over our heads.
In more ways than one. See you next time.